Hello friends and welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're going to make grilled turkey, bacon, and cheese sandwiches. So everything you see on my counter is what we're going to use to make these. There's really not a lot to this. Basically it's just the ability to grill the sandwich that gives this such a great taste. But the bacon, the turkey, two kinds of cheeses all mixed with buttered bread grilled has a great taste, and you can add like mayonnaise or like some honey Dijon mustard to it to have a really great kick to this. But this is such an easy thing to make, but it's kind of like if you grew up around a diner and you liked a grilled sandwich, this is something that kind of just substitutes for that, because you don't really get those so much these days, but you can actually make them at home and they have the most wonderful taste about them, and they are good for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever you want to make one of these. So we're going to start off with our bacon, which I try to use at least 2 slices per sandwich that I'm making, so at least that way you're giving it a bit of bacon on there to play off of the turkey and everything and the cheese. We're going to go ahead and put in enough of this to where I'm making several sandwiches, but I'm just going to guide you through one of them to show you what it looks like when it's done. And we're just going to go ahead and get these grilled up, get the bacon completely cooked off before we start doing anything else, because we want to actually cook the bacon, make sure it's cooked totally through, and make sure that it is done. But we also want to give it a few minutes maybe to cool down a little bit before we start handling it to assemble these sandwiches as we're grilling them, because we don't want to burn our fingers or anything like that. So we're going to cook them, we're going to turn them a couple of times as we're cooking just to make sure that both sides are getting cooked evenly, but also for the fact that we just want to make sure that we get this completely done. We don't want undercooked bacon, but we don't want bacon that's cooked so much that it falls apart and cracks as we're using it, because we don't want it that crispy. We just want it to a point to where it's kind of bendy, that we can actually use it on the sandwich and actually put it the way we want it to be. So we're going to go ahead and cook these up, and as I said, turn them as you're cooking them. If you've never cooked bacon before, it's really not that hard to do. But just go ahead and have it on a medium-high heat and cook it until it is completely browned and done. And then when it's done, we're going to remove it to a paper towel, so that way we can get all of that grease off of it. We don't want any of that making it to our grilled sandwich, because that would actually play into the turkey and the bread and make it kind of soggy. We don't want to do that. So once the pieces are done, remove them like I said. And I'd let them sit for about like maybe 4 or 5 minutes before you start handling them to use them on making the sandwich itself, because you can burn your fingers on this if you're taking it straight out and trying to use it. So just make sure all these pieces are to the point of where they're getting to be kind of crispy, but we don't want them totally crunchy. So in each one that's done, just go ahead and remove it, set it to the side. And if you have some stragglers in there that don't get totally done, just leave them in the pan until they're ready to come out. And then the next step of this, we're going to move straight into a very large pan that we're going to actually cook our bread in. So you need something that's at least like one of those 12-inch pans or larger, because you could possibly fit 2 sandwiches at a time while you're grilling into a very large pan. But just remember, that's 4 slices of bread. And we're not using regular bread, we're using Texas toast, so that way it's thicker, and that way it will actually hold up better in the whole process of making the sandwich. We don't want something that's going to be really thin and lightweight, and we put butter on it and it's just going to, like, you know, totally dissolve. So as you saw, I had butter in my cup. I let this sit at a room temperature so it's really spreadable, and you're going to put butter on both sides of your Texas toast at this point. Now this Texas toast is the kind you can find in any store. I got mine from Walmart. They literally have whole loaves of this. It's really not expensive or anything, but it's really thick, and that's the key to making this really great. So put a decent amount of butter on both sides of this, and I mean, like, you know, spread it all over the place, because we want this to cook and cook the bread at the same time that it's heating up and turning golden and brown. So go ahead, get these in your pan. I would put this like maybe between medium and high, not all the way on high, because we don't want to burn this. Just a little over medium will do. And let the temperature come up in your pan. Now, one thing about this, even if you're using a non-stick pan, and you do need a non-stick pan for this, these could stick just because of the butter and the bread glued up against the bottom of that pan. For some reason, I have found this, no matter what pan I use, it will do it. And it's not like my pan is old or beat up or anything, but it will do it. So what we're going to do is keep moving this around a little bit as it's setting up, and we're going to flip it a couple times to melt the butter into the bread. And then we're going to get it to one point where we're going to turn it on one side, let it sit for, you know, a few seconds, like less than a minute, And then we're going to flip it over, and you'll see that it's already started to go golden and brown from cooking on that side. And that's the point where we know that we can start assembling what we've got here. So go ahead and let it sit, and then flip it over, and as you can see, it's got that nice effect on it because it's grilled bread. And just flip that up, and then we're going to go ahead and bring in stuff to put on top. So we're going to start with a half a slice of American cheese, because a whole slice does lend a little too much of a flavor to this. And then a whole piece of provolone. Provolone you can get in any store, slices really easy. It's not that expensive. I think I paid $1 or something for mine. Then we're going to take a piece of bacon and put on each side of each bread here. Just break it in half, put it over top. And once that's in place, we're going to bring in our turkey. Now, you could get turkey that's already sliced in the store. You can get the deli kind. I actually sliced mine off of a turkey I just cooked, so I had plenty of it left over to do this with. And you can stack as much of this on as you want. Now, I said before you can add mayonnaise and, like, you know, a honey Dijon mustard or something to this. Hold it until you've already grilled your sandwich, because if you put it on right now, it might make it become kind of soggy, or it might just cook up the mayonnaise or whatever to a point where you don't want it. So we're going to go ahead and flip over the one slice that just had the bacon on it, put it on top, and we're going to allow that bottom to grill for a few seconds, and then we're going to flip it over and get it going on the other side of this. And we're going to do this until you get to a level of however brown you want this to be before you actually take it out of the pan, because some people might like there's a little bit more crunchy, a little bit more brown. But right at this point, you got a grilled sandwich, and this is such an amazing thing to eat and has such a great taste. And like I said, just put some condiments on this and you are in business. Maybe serve it with some french fries if you want to. And this is what mine looked like when it was on a plate and done. Now, I have done videos for other grilled sandwiches before if you're interested, and as this goes through, I'll show you. Like, we had a grilled cheese Philly sandwich. We also had, after that, a grilled chicken and cheese sandwich. And then also, I had a hamburger steak sandwich, which is amazing to eat, so you might want to check that one out. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out the Southern Mountain Kitchen website, where you can get a free recipe, check out the cookbooks available from the Southern Mountain Kitchen, and if you'd like to, you could order a cookbook at a discounted price, cheaper than Amazon, with shipping that is also cheaper than Amazon. So if you get a chance, check it out, and I hope you have a great day.